If you're shooting for second place, your strategy is determined by the leader. It says right here, in strength there is a weakness. Wherever the leader is strong, there is an opportunity for a would-be number two to turn the tables. Much like a wrestler uses his opponent's strength against him, a company should leverage the leader's strength into a weakness. If you want to establish a firm foothold on the second long rung of the ladder, study the firm above you. What is their strong? And then it says right here, and how do you turn that strength into a weakness? You must discover the essence of the leader and then present the prospects with the opposite. In other words, don't try to be better, just try to be different. Law number 9, the law of the opposite. So what he's basically saying right here is if you're shooting for second place, then your strategy is determined by the leader. So you basically got to be very strategic when it comes into the market. And if you're looking at somebody that's above you, you need to look at what is their strengths and what is their weaknesses. And if whatever their strengths is, we can innovate off of that, and whatever their weaknesses are, that can become our strengths, and then we can use that against them, if that makes sense. So for example, when it came into my brand, and when I was looking at like even Zach back in the day and other brands, I was looking at like what is their weaknesses that can become my strengths. So this is no diss to any brand out there either, like these is all my homies and shit. But when I was looking at a lot of stuff was branded, but the design stuff didn't have like much substance. So I was like, I can make that into my strength. And then that's when I made like the Lord News Museum page, and I wasn't just designing clothes that was like cohesive to the brand, like everything even had a story to it as well that people can relate to and stuff like that. So when I was like getting my marathon going with my brand, all I was saying to myself was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So I looked at everybody's strengths and everybody's weaknesses. Obviously everybody's strengths was like marketing, but then I was even looking at what they were missing in the marketing. So for example, at the time, I'm one of the first people to ever have an app when I made the Lord Knows app. So I was like, nobody has an app, but that's like marketing in itself. I can get a lot of people to download that. So when I do secret drops or even big drops, I got all of these people, and then we all have market shares. So now I'm gaining that, right? So now that became their weakness. So now I'm looking at their strengths, looked at what they weren't doing, innovated off of what they were doing, mix it in a pot like gumbo, right? And then I took that, and then all I did was just go to the market. So now they are secondary to me when it comes to the app and things like that. And then I was looking at everybody's weakness, and I'm just like, okay, like design and like really having like a substance and a meaning behind the designs and stuff like that, not just making it like an aesthetically cohesive thing, right? So I was like putting a story behind it and all this other stuff, and that's why I made like the Lord Knows page and everything like that. So